What's good, YouTube? It's the one and only TyTheGuy. You know who it is. That's why you clicked the video. I'm not gonna lie. This list right here was totally different than I thought it was gonna be. Kenny, I'm not a fan of this list. I kept it 100 all the way in this video. I actually want to make my own video. 5,000 likes, and I'll make my own video. And I'm talking about like some people who, like y'all know, like look, I'm not gonna make no list with AJ LeBray in it. Okay, AJ, 6'8", played for Oregon. Like, I'm not gonna make no damn hooping list. No, I'm gonna make a hooping list of the people who really need to be in it. 5,000 likes, and y'all got it. But hope you guys enjoy this video. My Twitch is linked in the description, so make sure you guys go ahead and join my live, man, because we be vibing.
This top 10 basketball list, top 5 worst basketball list, any top basketball YouTuber list has been going crazy in the community. So I thought I would make my own top 25 list. Now, it's not just an ordinary list. I added some rules into it. So here are the 4 rules. Number 1, did not play professional basketball. Number 2, cannot be a basketball trainer.
I'm gonna stop you right there, brother, because you was training flight at a point in time. Like, come on now, man. You're being biased already, Kenny.
Number 3, posted a basketball video within the last year. Number 4, I did not include myself in this list
because you know you damn sure not in this bitch. That's why you didn't include yourself in it. Let me fix this light right quick. Let me see if this make a difference. Goddamn. Shit still ass. I don't know why my green screen is doing this, bro. I guess it just don't like me today, bro. Let me see. Dang, it's better off like this without no goddamn light.
I didn't want to make it biased, and yeah, pretty much it. Before we start the video, be sure to go subscribe to the channel right now, sub to the second channel. Much love to you guys for watching. Let's get into the video.
Yeah.
Coming in at number 25, we have my man FTC Flight Team. Stand up. Yes, sir. We have Flight standing at number 25. Now, a lot of you guys going to be debating this, saying, oh, why is Flight number 25? This makes no sense. But check me out. Flight has played a lot of IRL basketball videos. He might not be the best one-on-one basketball player, but from my experience, what I've seen from him when he plays in a team setting, he actually is a better teammate than most basketball players in the basketball community. He knows where he's supposed to be.
Dang, he was firing
his
Jester
IQ
ass
is
up.
Actually pretty good in a basketball team setting.
Damn.
He just knows to make the right play at the right time. And even though he might not be the best offensive player, his defense actually isn't that bad. Here are his attributes. I have him C for strength, C for shooting, C plus for handles, B for finishing, and B for defense. Alright,
y'all, comment down below you guys' thoughts on these grades. I think they hold Flight on the strength. I give Flight strength a B. Flight shooting, it could be a C. Handles, C plus. Finishing, D. Straight up D. Defense, I don't think Flight plays good defense. I've never seen Flight like clamp somebody up, so I'll say his defense is probably a D2.
NBA comparison for Flight's OG and Anobi, they kind of have the similar play style, just know where they're supposed to be on the court.
How can you compare Flight to an NBA player? Like, you can't.
Make the occasional 3, make the occasional mid-range, but really just plays their heart out and just gives a team effort. And that's why I have Flight at number 25. Okay. Coming in at number 24, we have Jydell. Jydell's part of 2 Hype. I feel like people do forget he does post basketball content.
Man, he ass, dude. Why did he even make the list? Jydell, you cool, but you ass.
Attributes, I have him B for strength,
what?
C plus for shooting, C for handles, B for finishing, and B plus on defense. My NBA comparison for Jydell is Robert Lopez. You know,
how you gonna compare somebody that's not even 7 foot to somebody that's 7 foot? Could somebody explain that?
They have similar play styles. They both pretty stocky. Jae stands about 5'10", but he's really hard to guard in the post because he uses his wide frame, and he has a pretty good mid-range jumper. That's why I put Jae at number 24.
Oh, bust his ass.
All right, at number 23, we have FaZe Rug. Now, I've only seen FaZe Rug.
FaZe Rug, take your ass on, boy.
Play one time, and then that was at the Ace Family charity game. You can't really judge a person off of one exact game, I feel like, for me.
Hell no, man. Flight is better than FaZe Rug.
You got to have at least 2 to 3 games to really see what they're...
JJ Redick. That's his cousin. Instead of having NBA comparison JJ Redick, NBA cousin JJ Redick.
Made of. But here are his attributes. I have him C- for strength, B+ for shooting, C+ for handles, C+ for finishing, and C for defense. My NBA comparison for him is JJ Redick. I saw some of the videos on his channel and his brother's channel. He's pretty much just kind of like a sharpshooter in the corner.
Hell no, he just throwing that thing up, hoping that bit go in.
Or in the wing, and that's why I gave him JJ Redick. At number 22, I have Jenna.
I made her ass fall.
Bandy. Now, all these other basketball lists didn't have female hoopers. They, you know, the game is for everybody, so I had to show my respect out to all the girls and all the females that are playing basketball, man. Big shout out to you guys. Put her on the list at number 22.
That mean Breanna Green got to be on here
too. Now, Jenna actually does have basketball experience. She used to play at Cal State Monterey Bay. So here are her rankings. I gave her C+ for strength, B for shooting, B+ for handles, C+ for...
Her shooting needs to be higher. Her shooting is at least an A-. Her shooting is an A- for sure.
For finishing, and C for defense. My NBA comparison for her is Gary Harris. My WNBA comparison for her is Diana Taurasi. Big shout out to Jenna for
This nigga went up and went to Google and typed in good WNBA players.
Representing the females in the basketball community. Now, Jenna actually is a really good basketball player. Ooh. She does have a tight handle on the ball. She doesn't really have the quickest first step. And I think her strong suit, it really is shooting and her mid-range pull-up. At number 21, we have Berwadis. Now, I haven't seen Berwadis play other than the Ace Family charity game, just like his brother FaZe Rug. But he does have a lot of other basketball clips on his channel.
Is this Kenny's voice?
He plays in some men's leagues, and he plays with his friends all the time. So here are his rankings. I gave him C for strength, B for shooting, B+ for handles, B for finishing, and C+ on defense. My NBA...
Matthew Dellavedova is clamps on defense. Who made this list? Kenny, if this is you talking, you're an idiot, dude.
Comparison,
you know nothing about basketball.
Dellavedova. I feel like they have really similar play styles. Hits the three, can handle, get into the lane, finish.
Berwadis got a slow-ass jump shot.
And yeah, that's why he comes in at number 21. At number 20, we have another female hooper, Breanna Green. Now, Breanna Green actually does have college experience too. She played at UTEP, and she also was part of the Harlem Globetrotters, so big shout out to her for representing the females in the basketball community. Here are her rankings. I gave her C+ for strength, B+ for shooting, A for handles, B for finishing, and C+ on defense. My NBA comparison for her is John Wall. My WNBA comparison for her is Skylar Diggins. Big shout out to you, Breanna, for representing the females in the basketball community too. Number 19, we have 50K.
50K Mal.
So I played with Mal a couple times, so I kind of get a feel for his game. Here are his rankings. I gave him B for strength.
Solid ranking. Solid. Mal can do a little bit of it all.
A for shooting, B for handles, B- for finishing, and B- for defense. My NBA comparison to him is James Harden. Big shout out to you, Mal. Now, Mal does have a pretty good step back. That's why I compared it to James
I would have shitted on Davis, bro.
Harden.
I'm sorry.
He makes a lot of his step back in the elbow, though.
Right,
not really the three-pointer, but he can hit the three. He drives on an occasion, but honestly, his strong shoot is a step back mid-range. At number 18, I have RiceGum. Yes, RiceGum. I've seen RiceGum play 3 times.
Oh, what's up with this list, boy?
Against 3 very good opponents, and this is why I have him at number 18. Here are his rankings. I have him.
Tim Hardaway. You meant to say Jeremy Lin. I ain't no Tim Hardaway, bro. Like Tim Hardaway, something like me, bro. These These rankings for him are absolute horrible to be number 18. Breanna and Jenna can beat RiceGum.
C for strength, A+ for shooting, A handles, C+ for finishing, and C on defense. His NBA comparison is Tim Hardaway. RiceGum's game really depends on his shooting. If he's on that day, it's really hard for him to miss a shot. He's a really streaky shooter, but from the games I've seen him play, he has been on from beyond the arc, and he can get to the lane. His handle's pretty tight.
He got on free runs, man. I can't take nobody who hooping free runs serious.
He has really is his defense and his strength. His defense isn't the best. That's why people do use their size in the paint, and that's why I gave him a C on defense, C on strength. I think he weighs about maybe 140, standing at like 5'10", so yeah. Number 17, we have Nick Breez. Now, a lot of people don't know this because Nick Breez is more of an IG guy, but he has been uploading a lot on YouTube.
Because I'm dreaming. That Jesus?
This guy is super athletic, can get to the rim, pretty much just dunks everything, you guys. And this is why I have him at number 17. Here are his rankings. I have him A for straight, C+ for shooting, B- handles, B finishing, and B+ on defense. My NBA comparison for him is Terrence Ferguson. Now, Nick Breez's game, I've only seen him play once, and that was at All-Star Weekend. He really just was dunking everything until I see a different part of his game, almost like a mid-range pull-up or a crossover pull-up or even a deep three. I might have put him lower on the list, but for now, I'm keeping him at number 17. Big shout-out to you, Nick. Number 16, I have DDG.
This nigga actually made a list.
Now, DDG is considered more of a rapper than a basketball player, but he does post a lot of basketball videos on his channel. And back in the day, he did post a lot of basketball videos in general, but now he's more of a rapper.
He is a really good basketball player when it comes to one-on-one because he has good hustle and he mastered the most bullshit. I mean, so I can see why he's on this list, but he's not good at all. Trust me.
Here are his power.
Will Barton he looked like a nigga old class. Where's his WNBA comparison? Cause this nigga be playing like a girl. Straight up. He be playing like a girl. Who's his WNBA comparison? I don't even know who to say.
Rankings. I have him A for strength, B+ for shooting, B- for handles, C+ for finishing, and B+ on defense.
That's actually pretty solid.
My NBA comparison for DDG is
pretty
Will
solid.
Barton. Now, I've only seen DDG play a couple times. I think he really loves to use his body, even though he's not that big. He stands about 5'9", 5'10", but he loves bully ball. He loves to play in the paint.
Like, what is that? Look at this.
But he loves bully ball. He loves to play in the paint. And when he's on from three-pointer, he's on from three-pointer. At number 15, I have my man Austin Mills. Now, Austin actually does have basketball experience. He played at the D1 level. He played at Baylor, you guys. And you guys know
Baylor, come on now, bro.
He won that Ace Family three-point competition where you had to hit 10 threes in a row. My man is just a straight-eye dead shooter from beyond the arc. Here are his rankings. I gave him B for strength, A+ for shooting, B- handles, B finishing, and C on defense.
I've never seen him post a
My
YouTube
NBA
video
comparison for Austin is Jimmer for dead. Both know Jimmy is pretty much just a dead eye from three, bro. He pulled from everywhere. He was so deadly in college. He was really good in the NBA for a good amount of time too. And yeah, I think Austin and Jimmer Fredette's game is really comparable in that aspect. Now, I've seen Austin play a few times in an actual game. He is a dead-eye shooter. I haven't really seen him do much other than shooting, like driving to the lane or like a mid-range pull-up. So this is why I have him at number 15. At number 14, I have Duke Dennis. Now, I've seen Duke play a couple times now, you guys, and I feel like he has been slept on in the basketball community because he does a lot more gaming, you know, 2K. He doesn't post too much IRLs. Here are his rankings. I have him B for strength.
I say Duke Dennis. It's like I say Duke is kind of like goddamn Paul Pierce or Joe Johnson. You know, that's what I see. Paul Pierce or Joe Johnson. Not no damn J.R. Smith. I could be some damn J.R. Smith. You feel me?
B for shooting, A for handles, A for
I wonder what they gonna put me at.
Defense. Duke's playstyle is really similar to J.R. Smith in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? They can shoot the three, super athletic, can get to the lane, can finish at the rim. And Duke really depends on his athleticism. That's why he can get to the rim so easy. And when the defender is laying off on him, he can pull the three. So he is really slept on. And this is why I have him at number 14.
Good shot.
Number 13.
Tyler motherfucking guy. I mean, I gotta see who's below me. I gotta see who's below me. I gotta see like C+ strength. I mean, shit. Hey, look, these ain't too bad. My finishing should be a solid B though, bro. Like, I'm not saying that I'm the greatest player of all time, but my rankings should for sure be goddamn strength. I say C+, C+ strength, shooting B+, handles B+, finishing B+, defense B+. I think I'm solid B+, bro. Besides my strength. Like, y'all can comment down below what y'all think, but I for sure think I'm solid B+. Besides my strength. I'm not saying I'm the greatest basketball player ever. But I know I'm better than some of these dudes on this damn list. This is not bad for me. I can see Jayson Tatum. I can see me hooping like Jayson Tatum. Me and him kind of got the same game. I watch Jayson Tatum. This nigga fire. Straight up. Fire. You know? I'm not mad. But I for sure, maybe sixth is more like me. I got to see who else is on this list, though.
We have TyTheGuy. Yes, TyTheGuy, man. Ty actually is a really good basketball player. I played against him. You guys know in my one-on-one. I got a good feel for his game. Here are his rankings as C+ for strength, B+ for shooting, B+ for handles, B- for finishing, and B on defense. My NBA comparison to him is Jayson Tatum. Now I compared him to Jayson Tatum because he has a really similar sidestep like Jayson Tatum where he pushes the ball off his right.
That was right in Cash's face, by the way, Cash. You might have to guard that shit.
And it moves to the left and can really just knock down that shot almost 90% of the time from what I've seen on all his videos. And I
look at that split.
Knock down that shot almost 90% of the time from what I've seen on all his videos, and I witnessed it in person. Ty's a really smooth player. He uses his length as his strength. He can really
F them up right here.
Pull the three as well, but I haven't really seen much else from him other than the three and driving to the rim. I haven't really seen a pull-up or a post fade, and this is why I have him at number 13. At number 12,
Jay Jones, you got it, brother. You got it, brother. Straight up. Straight up, brother. Straight up, brother.
I have Jae Jones. Yes, I have Jae Jones at number 12, you guys. You know, here are his rankings. A for strength, B+ for shooting, B-.
I mean, he compared me to a professional.
For handles, B+ for finishing, B- for defense, and my NBA comparison to him is Eric Bledsoe. Now I play with Jae Jones, and I've seen him play. Jae Jones is a really athletic guard. He can make the pull-up mid-range. He can shoot from three, can get to the rim. I think the only thing that kind of puts him under all these other players is his size. He's not that tall. He is an athletic build. I think he stands about 180, maybe 185. But overall, his game is nice, and I have him at number 12. At number 11, we have...
So you telling me Cash is better than Jae Jones? Is that out my mind right now? Cash is definitely not even better than me. Wow, that's wild.
We have the man Cash Nasty. Here are his rankings. A+ for strength, C+ for shooting, B- for handles, A- for finishing, and A+ on defense. My NBA comparison for Cash is Patrick Beverly. Now, a lot of you guys can be questioned about this one, but I've played with Cash many times. I've seen Cash play many times. He uses his strength to his advantage. He's a lot bigger than a lot of other basketball YouTubers. He knows that too, so that's why he plays a lot of bully ball in the paint. And he uses his strength on defense as well. Cash is the type of player that you hate to play against, but you'd love to have him on your team because you don't really have to deal with that pesky defense, you know, in your shirt kind of defense. And the physical, push you around. Also, Cash has been improving his shooting. He makes all his shots from above the arc. He explained in one of his videos that he was practicing that he did 100 shots because that's where majority of the time you check up the ball. So he does have that in his bag now. I think the only thing with Cash is that his handles isn't the best, and at the rim he doesn't finish 100% of the time, which he should with his size and his athleticism, but he does miss a lot of layups, and this is why I have him at number 11. For those of you guys who are still watching, much love to you guys, man. We made it to the top 10 list. I hope you guys haven't been enjoying this video. If you have, leave a like and comment down below. Let me know what you guys think of the list so far. But we move to the top 10, you guys. It's about to get juicy. It's about to get crazy. Let's get it. At number 10, we have Jester the Laser. Now, I gave Jester these rankings. I gave him B- for strength, A for shooting, A- for handles, B+ for finishing, and B- on defense. I
honestly think I'm whooping Jester's ass too. Jester got size and he's a real skilled player, but I think I can beat him. I'm too athletic for him, man.
NBA comparison for Jester's Luka Doncic. Now, Jester's game actually is slept on. Jester stands about 6'3", weighs about 190 to 200 pounds. He knows how to use his size. His handle is really tight. He can shoot from beyond the arc, and he has a nasty sidestep move that he goes to almost every time when he plays someone one-on-one or two-on-two. Overall, Jester's game is really good. I think if he took basketball more serious, he could be actually an elite player, but he just does it for entertainment purposes, which is fine. At the same time, I put him at top 10 because he is slept on in the community. He actually is a really good hooper. He can play. And this is why I have Jester at number 10 in my top 25 basketball list. At number 9, we have Zack.
Oh my gosh, bro. This is just too hype, bro. This is just too hype. Straight up. This is the list. Top 25 basketball YouTube list. I love too hype. In parentheses.
TTG. Here are the rankings I gave Zack. B for strength, A- for shooting, B+ for handles, A for finishing, B and B+ for defense. My NBA comparison for Zack is Carmelo Anthony. Now, Zack's game has been slept on a lot, and if you guys don't know this, Zack did play college basketball, so he has that experience. Zack stands about 6 foot, 190, maybe 195. Super athletic, can dunk the ball.
He can dunk. I did not know he. I didn't even know he played in college.
His size to advantage, and he actually has a really good shot. He puts a lot of rotation on that ball. I think Zack's game really does resemble Carmelo Anthony. You know, they have that mid-range pull-up, size you up kind of at the elbow, take you to the rack, but could shoot at the same time, and this is why I have Zack at number 9. Number 8, we have DC Heat. Now, a lot of you guys been saying,
nah, he's good.
DC Heat should be included in the top 10 list, but personally, I just don't think people know much about DC Heat. I really didn't know about him until you guys brought him up either. I apologize in advance, but his game is actually really good. I saw all his videos. I think he just graduated high school. I've seen his high school mixtape. I've seen him play D Friga, and his game overall is really good. I think he stands about like 6'7".
Yeah,
I want to say 6'7", and he has a really good shot. His
shot is butter.
Rankings. I gave him B+ for strength, A- for shooting,
I guarantee you LSK is going to be number 1. I guarantee you.
B+ for handles, A- for finishing, and A- on defense. My NBA comparison for him is Tyler Hero. I honestly think they have really similar play styles.
Nice.
Just shoots the 3-ball, really can pull up from anywhere on the court, and he can get to his shot whenever he wants. He has really tight handles.
Good move.
He's pretty athletic for his size. He's still young, so I think he actually
move.
could be a really good player as the years progress. But right now, I have him at number
Good shot,
8.
boy.
At number 7, I have
Wow. Soluminati. Tayshaun Prince. Solid comparison.
Soluminati. Here are his rankings. B for strength, A for shooting, A for handles, B minus for finishing, A minus on defense. My NBA comparison for him is Tayshaun Prince. I think Sol and Tayshaun Prince have really similar play styles. You know, they're both lefties. They can both get to the rim. They're really good on defense. They can make the 3-ball. Sol stands about 6'6", 6'7", if I'm not wrong. And he knows how to use his body. He's overall a really good basketball player. And this is why I have him at number 7. At number 6, I have Tanner Morgan, aka Timo. My rankings for Timo is A for strength, B plus for shooting, B plus for handles, B plus for finishing, and A plus on defense. My NBA comparison for Timo is Serge Ibaka. Now I think this NBA comparison is spot on. They really have similar play styles.
Bro, if you tall, you do not need to be on this goddamn list, dude. Seriously.
Super athletic, can get to the rim, finish there with a massive dunk, can make the mid-range, can shoot the 3. Timo stands about 6'9", 6'10", maybe weighs about 210, 220, so that's why I gave him an A in his strength. His shooting is really good, but I haven't seen him make consistent jumpers. And I think his finishing is an A+, obviously, and his defense is an A+, because I'm sure he is blocking many shots at the rim. And this is why I have Timo at number 6. Coming in at number 5, we have Marcellus
Straight. He's good.
Howard. Here are Marcellus's rankings.
Him.
B plus for strength, A for shooting, A plus for handles, A for finishing, and B minus on defense. My NBA comparison for Marcellus is Isaiah Thomas on the Celtics. Now, Marcellus actually does have college experience. He played at Holy Names University, which is a D2. He got a full ride there to play college basketball. He just came out with his college mixtape, so be sure to go check that out too. Marcellus can shoot from beyond the arc. His handle's really, really tight. He can get to the rim. And before his injury, I seen him windmill and I seen him tomahawk dunk, which shows a lot about his athleticism, and this is why I have him at number 5. At number 4, we have Chris London, aka Giraffe Gang. My ranking for Chris is A- on strength, B+ for shooting.
Bro, if you over 6'4", you do not, bro, like, you don't need to be on this list, bro.
B+ for handles, A+ finishing, and A on defense. My NBA comparison for Chris is Kristaps Porzingis.
Like, Chris versus Kenny. Kenny does not stand a chance.
Now, Chris does get a lot of hate in the community because he's 6'10", but you guys, you can't do anything about that. He naturally is just 6'10". That's just his height. That's his God-gifted talent. He's just that tall, you guys. So you can't take anything away from that. You can't take away his height. He's blocking shots. He's getting to the rim. He's shooting over people. He's going to use his height to his advantage, and that's why I think he is considered a top 5 basketball YouTuber.
Damn.
And let's be real, Chris can shoot from beyond the arc. I've seen him make threes, and when he's on, he is on. I think Chris and Kristaps Porzingis have similar play styles because they get to their spot whenever they want. They're shooting over most defenders that are guarding them. They'll use their size to their advantage in the post, and they're super athletic when it comes to finishing at the rim. This is why I have Chris at number 4.
He's about to take
at
that.
Number 3, we have Devontae Friga. Now, Devontae Friga, I really didn't know much about him, you guys, until the top 10 list came out. Everyone told me to go check out his channel. I actually did a reaction video to one of his outdoor 5-on-5 basketball. And let me tell you guys,
damn,
this man is cold. He's played D3 basketball, but he doesn't look like a D3 hooper, you guys. This man should have been at D1 level. I heard he's playing professional. So,
why'd you put him on the damn list then?
I made the list before he played professional basketball, so he still does count in my opinion. These are his rankings. I gave him A for strength, A- for shooting, A for handles, A+ for finishing, and B+ on defense. My NBA comparison for him is
This nigga makes YouTube videos.
Brown. Now, if you guys don't know about Devontae Friga, this man is super athletic. He can finish almost everything at the rim. I believe he stands about 6'1", maybe 190, 195. but he can finish everything at the rim. He's super, super athletic. His shot is spot on. He can get to his spot whenever he wants. At number 2, we have TJazz. Yes,
he is good. TJazz is good. 2, wow.
Legendary layup king, layup god, whatever you guys want to call him, man. These are his power rankings. A strength, A shooting, A plus handles, A plus finishing, and A minus on defense. My NBA comparison for TJazz is Kyrie Irving. Now, if you guys don't know this already, and I'm sure you guys do, TJazz is the layup god. But this man doesn't just do layups. He's really slept on in his basketball skills. TJazz can play basketball. He can hoop, you guys. His strength is surprisingly strong for his size. His shooting has developed into one of the sharpest shooters on YouTube over the past year.
I feel like I can honestly give anybody on this list a run for their money, though, to be honest with you. Like, I feel like if I played anybody, they don't go into the game knowing they're gonna whoop my ass. That's the thing. Anybody on this list knows they're not gonna whoop my ass. You know? I mean, at least I feel good about that. Ain't nobody on this list know they're gonna whoop my ass.
Obviously, you guys know about it.
Kenny, I can whoop Kenny ass. Flight, I can whoop Flight ass. Cash, it could be a tough one, but I'm sure I could whoop his ass. Jester, whoop Jester ass. You know? It is what it is.
His handles, this man has crazy handles. And if he adds dunking to his bag, you guys, he's going to be one of the best basketball players on YouTube, in my opinion. His defense is an A-. He can hold his ground. I've seen him play. I played against him. And I've seen him play against really, actually elite basketball players. And this is why I have TJazz at number 2. This next person was a really close call, you guys. To be honest, it was between TJazz and this guy. And at number 1, I have AJ Lepre. Yes, the man, the legend, AJ Lepre. I don't even got to say much about AJ. You guys already know this man can hoop. He can go. AJ pretty much has everything in his bag, you guys. He played D1. He played at Oregon. He played at Pepperdine. He has experience. He's played against the best of the best. And this is why I have AJ at number 1. Damn. Here are his rankings.
He'll probably whoop my ass. Like, if me and him played in the game, he'll probably be like, this dude probably gonna have like 3 points on me. He'll probably whoop my ass.
A for strength, A plus for shooting, A for handles, A plus finishing, and A plus on defense. My NBA comparison for AJ is Klay Thompson. Now, I know you guys might disagree, and if you do, let me explain. He has so many moves in his bag. He can shoot from 3. He can shoot from mid-range. He can finish at the rim.
That's on Mopey, bro. Mopey ass.
With the dunk. His defense is actually really slept on. He slides his feet at the perfect moment. He beats the defender to the spot. He's blocking you at the rim most of the time. And his strength is actually a lot stronger than people think. And this is why I have AJ Lepre at number 1 on my list. Yo, thank you guys so much for watching my top 25 basketball YouTuber list.
Kenny, list was ass.